Thank you. Cut thumbs up the day though, some ways.
Okay, well, we have a short agenda. So now I have to find it. Ads on my screen. Well, I think we have minutes to approve from the last meeting. Would someone like to approve the minutes? I can't see the agenda. Anybody want to approve, recommend approving?
Minutes fine to me. I'll approve them.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. Okay. So I think the budget's in there, but Laurie, do we need to talk about it or is it just for information?
Just for information.
Okay. Any questions for Laurie? Okay. Now Laurie's up. And this is the main part of the agenda.
Uh-oh. It's just super brief. It's a summary of that email that I sent on August 11th, but basically the 4 artists are willing to install early. We were going to try to do it before Mike had surgery, our welder, and we had it all scheduled and then the fires came, so we had to cancel. So we're hoping to do them mid to maybe late September, and I will keep you all posted on when those are scheduled. And everybody's super excited about it and really appreciative to come to town.
Any questions or comments? Great. How about your postcard, Laurie?
I sent you all a copy of the permanent collection card that Kate and I have been working on for about a month. So I wanted feedback, whatever you guys, see as anything that could be changed. It was Nate's done a really great job of plugging things in accurately on the with GIS. So unless something is glaringly wrong, I think it's pretty good to go. But whatever you all think about it, I don't know. I'd be curious to hear.
I don't think I received that email. I could be wrong. It may be in my junk. I'll have to look.
Okay. Well, it's there. Take your time looking at it.
I don't recall it either. That's what I just.
Lori, is it an 8x11 flyer?
I'm sorry.
Is it an 8x11 flyer?
8.5 by 11. Yeah. Because we couldn't get it on a smaller card. We have 28 sculptures.
And
yeah, I was going to say, just looking at it, the electronic version, the little pins on the map look super small, but like otherwise, I feel like it's awesome. That's
okay.
My 2 cents.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because I'm looking at a smaller version of it. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I think you're right. The pins were a bit small. You had to, because I printed it full sized and they were definitely a little difficult to see.
On the photos or on the map side?
On the map.
On the map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll see what you can do.
On the front side, I only see like 16 images. Is that right? Is that the current version? Maybe I got an older one.
No, there's 28. And I've only sent one. You know what? You have the rotating card that you might be looking at. Those are.
Oh.
No, not really.
Okay.
But the permanent collection does have 28. And so that I sent that, yesterday afternoon, I think. So if you didn't get it, I'll resend it.
Oh, I see. So it's like a one-sided thing. I thought it was like a two-sided. You sent 2 files. But
I did. One side's the photos and the other side is the map. And they're big files, but I think he compressed them, so.
And then the magic.
It's great. I didn't even know all those were considered part of the permanent connection.
Yeah, there's a lot and it needed to be documented better than just on the website. So it'd be cool.
How many copies are you gonna make?
I don't know, I was gonna get some printing costs and go from there, see how that came out and what everybody wanted to spend, but technically this shouldn't change unless we get more sculptures donated.
That's great.
Thank you.
Any questions for Laurie?
What happened with the one that got hit by the car? Did he get paid for that?
He got paid for it prior to it being damaged, but he made a new sculpture. And at the last meeting, CPAC voted to have him bring a new one. And so he's finishing it up. And he's one of the 4 that we hope to get installed this month.
So what was the insurance settlement?
It was the retail value
Okay,
that was on there. It was what, 16,000?
that's why you put a high retail value, just in case it gets hit by a car.
Oh. The other thing I'd like to do, because now we have, is it 17 minus 4, Laurie? Is that
It'd be,
right?
it'd be about,
It's
yeah,
about,
12.
yeah. So I think we should set up a date. I know it'll be impossible to find a date for everybody, but set up a date when we do a walk around with Laurie, and she may want to bring somebody else, Public Works. And you'll need to bring your chart that Public Works did for us of which pieces are possible to go in which location.
My only ask for that, Anne, is that it be later in the day so that I can get mostly a full work day in.
Okay, so how late do you need?
I can qualify getting away usually by about 4.
Oh,
So it's not too bad, but that's my one thing.
Laurie, could you work a later shift that day?
Yeah, I'll work it out. It'll be okay. That's fine.
Great.
Thank you
So
for asking.
why don't you, if you have a calendar nearby or on your phone or computer, maybe we could look, and it could be even early October. I just think it might get dark soon by then, but it could be September or October. It would just be good so Public Works knows where the pieces are going to go. You would rather have it done now than spring. Is that correct, Laurie?
You know, Anne, it's whatever you guys choose to do. We're good with whatever you guys decide,
Oh, so anybody have any,
honestly.
okay, feedback on that? Do you want to do it now? Do you want to wait for early spring?
I think we should do it soon,
Okay,
so before we forget what we're doing.
okay. And you know, since we do not have to do cafe, which is a pretty cumbersome process, and we don't have to get together and vote. And there's a lot of things we don't have to do for next year. So our agenda may be light and we may be skipping some months. But you are always welcome to send in agenda items you would like to cover. So let's talk about a date. Are there days of the week that are better or worse for people?
This is just a thought, but if you wanted to do early October, we could maybe do the CPAC meeting in October on the walk. I
Yeah,
don't know if that's too late.
That would be awesome, schedule wise for me.
What is the date for that? Does anybody have that handy?
October.
the 7th is the first Wednesday in October.
October
Yeah.
7th.
Yes.
Lots of bobbing heads.
What? So,
I'm just,
so should we schedule it for that?
I like that idea.
That's good for me. I have to go out of town
I'll write it
next week.
This is to look at all.
Should we
20
try for 4:30?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, this is for the remaining sculptures, Joe. The last 12 or 13.
This is not the permanent sculptures.
No.
No. These are the ones we chose
Okay,
for next year to install at the end of May next year.
okay. So we're just gonna look at the sites.
Yes. Yes, and then decide. And if you don't have your chart, plenty of us will have it. And we'll have pictures, but
Yeah.
we could get those pages to you again if anybody needs them.
Okay,
I'll have some blown up photos of the sculptures. I'll try to get bigger photos somehow, even if that's like from the artist. I'll get the ones that come on cafes aren't always very good and I can't usually blow them up. So I'll work on getting more realistic photos.
do you want me to try and make the current photos bigger, see if I can? Because I do have Photoshop, that may be an option.
That'd be great. Yeah, anything you can do to help people get a perspective of what we're looking at, it would be
Yeah,
great.
if you can send me the raw images so I'm not stealing them from the PDF, that would be helpful.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, I think I have most of them in 8.5 by 11.
Oh, you do? Oh,
I don't know, for some reason they printed like that for me.
oh, wow. Well, maybe we have them.
I'll share them with you. And then you can see if there's ones I'm missing or need help.
Cool.
Well, I love that date. That's great. If that works for everybody, let's do Wednesday, October 7th at 4:30. And we'll meet at Town Hall.
That's good. Yep.
sounds good.
Other thoughts, comments, you can email them, you can say them. You can email agenda items. Is that good?
What time did she say? 4:30.
4:30. Good. Any other items we need to cover?
I was
Okay. What?
I had one about the
Okay.
maintenance on the, like the existing sculptures. Are we still planning on maybe painting helping hands if we had the money?
Well, that needs to be powder coated.
Yeah,
So
expensive.
you know, if somebody wants to work on that idea of a project, I know that, you know, we had a powder coating quote from a place in Grand Junction. and that we have to remove the sculpture and trailer it down there. So I don't know if there's somebody local that would be interested. I don't know. Joe, maybe you know somebody that could do that.
Yeah,
Locally.
there's a guy in Parachute, Ray Cross. He lives in Redstone, but he has a powder coating outfit. And he picks it up. He's got a trailer and everything.
Would you want to coordinate with that? Or do
I
you want me
could,
to-
yeah, he basically charges by the square foot and then it's kind of a prep fee, but I bet it'll be at least $1,200.
Yeah, that's what our bid was in Junction.
There's a lot of square feet there.
Yeah. It
Would there
needs
be
help though.
Funds available?
Yes,
There are, okay. I'll look into that.
it's a separate fund. It's not out of our $21,000 budget.
Oh, that's the 1% fund, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'll look into
Yeah.
that and see if it comes loose even.
If it what?
If it'll come, I think Steve Locke said it was just bolted down, but I bet they're all rusty by now.
Well, if you get a hold of somebody, why don't you let me know and I'll let you know what I know about the base and how to get it out there. It's set in a concrete vault.
Okay. I'll try to get a hold of Ray,
Okay.
see what he says.
So if it's powder coated, would it be black or is it going to be silver?
He thought Steve wanted it to be black and then a different blue, 2 colors like he had before.
Well, that's good. You know, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'll ask him too.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything? Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Ah, that was too fast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh. See you October 7th, Wednesday, October 7th at 4:30 at Town Hall.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Hi, David.
Remarkable.
Oh.